Amber Todorov is with us. She is a former investigative journalist, now with OpenTheBooks.com, and they've opened the books on Dr. Fauci. How are you, Amber? Welcome to 97.1 FM Talk in St. Louis.
Hello, thanks so much for having me.
It's quite stark to hear that soundbite, knowing what we do now about COVID and all the disaster that Dr. Fauci and others kind of hoisted upon the country.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing that happened during COVID. Scientists gone mad, making the entire country an social experiment, and there's been a lot of suffering since then, which we still haven't fully come to understand.
So you guys have kind of, OpenTheBooks.com, you kind of went into some of the financials here with Dr. Fauci. And of course, he retired 6 days into 2023, not in 2022. And that 6 days extra even got him a lot of bit more money. But you guys went into the receipts and kind of exposed some of this, didn't you?
Yeah, So Fauci's wife continued to work at the NIH as chief bioethicist. And so her financial disclosures are publicly available. You can request them, which is what we did. And she also included Fauci's various bank accounts and activities with her ethics disclosure for financial interests.
But you're actually saying that Dr. Fauci's his net worth increased in 2023 alone by $3.5 million. I don't know where all the money might have come from, but he retires. I'm guessing there's a book deal or two or something along those lines, or do we not know really where the money's coming from?
Well, we don't really know. Probably $1 million or so are from just increases in his investments. But we did see $1.1 million in direct deposits, and we don't know what those are from. And one of them, for example, is worth $700,000, another is $150,000, and then there's three more for $100,000. Those could be related to the book deal that he had in 2023. Maybe it's related to the various speaking engagements that he had with industry groups throughout the year, which we've also documented. We just don't know. And of course, this is also was concerning at the time because he was married to a current NIH employee who's supposed to do ethics. Do these relationships impact her work?
Yeah, that's a good question. One of the things you guys, I think, raise a question on, and I don't know how this works with the federal government, but there's a nepotism waiver that sometimes exists. Is that true?
Yes. So there is supposed to be one, but there wasn't one in the case of Fauci and Grady. At least we asked for one. We were not able to get one.
How do you know about one of the things that you cite at Open the Books is 5 large deposits into his accounts, including one for $700,000. How do you know that? Were you given access somehow?
Yeah. So we got Grady's financial disclosures. They came with all of her bank account statements and Fauci's for the past year. And, you can just look through them and you see these random deposits throughout the year.
So what happened to her now that RFK is at HHS? Is she still working at NIH?
So news reports state that Grady was let go by RFK earlier in this month.
It would not be surprising,
Shocker.
right, if that happened.
Yes, and she was very much involved in the whole COVID response as well. She pushed for people to lose their jobs if they did not get the COVID vaccine and people to die in isolation as a necessary measure for preventing COVID. So it's really good that she's out and no longer doing ethics in health policy.
I would say so, too. Well, keep on him. I appreciate you jumping on here with me tonight to talk about this, and we'll see if we get further answers in the future. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you very much.